Okay, time to break down the most fucked up song on the album. Today we're taking out Brand New Dance by Eminem from his new album, The Death of Slim Shady. If you're new to the channel or you haven't really been keeping up with what's going on, I'm breaking down each song track by track, going into some in-depth analysis. I've already done my full album reaction first time listen. I've got all these videos in a playlist strictly dedicated to The Death of Slim Shady. You can check it out up in the cards at some point, or I'll have it at the end screen. I'll probably have it down low in the description as well. Already broken down Renaissance and Habits. Even did a video where I examined the album in reverse and went over that theory. And I've got tons more videos coming out, doing at least one video a day, sometimes maybe two, but we'll always get a video around 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. So subscribe and stick around because tons of stuff happening. Every single song is obviously copyright claimed. Your boy doesn't make money off of it. I don't even know if these are sold out yet. They might be, but my homies at Manscaped just dropped a brand new Lawnmower 5.0, and it is the white hot edition. Tons of people have already showed me that they've grabbed this. If you buy this, use my code Crypt20, you get 20% off and free worldwide shipping. But I also follow you back on Instagram if you show me a proof of purchase. And again, like I said, I know they're going to sell out, might already be sold out by the time this video comes out. Check out the website. Tons of amazing stuff over there. If that's gone, I recommend checking out the cologne. I use that every day. I will preface this by saying this is an old Eminem song. He talked about it in Guilty Conscience 2, and we'll go over more of that when I get to the Guilty Conscience 2 breakdown. But this is a throwaway song from the Encore album, and it is because Christopher Reeves died shortly before the album was supposed to come out, so Eminem pulled the song off the album. I remember this coming across in my initial reaction. I was like, why? What is happening here? Which is crazy because in my initial reaction, I was like, this sounds like a song straight from Encore. Can't tell me my Eminem ear isn't freaking dialed in. But alright, let's break it down. This is Brand New Dance. So messed up, man.
Everybody on the dance floor, come on. That means you too, Chris.
God, dude. Okay, so immediately some little hidden tidbits there. I didn't really realize them the first time listened through. I was aware of Christopher Reeves and being in the wheelchair. He used to play Superman, but it just escaped me how he ended up in the wheelchair. And I showed this song to my fiance, and she immediately was like, oh my God. I was like, what? She's like, the horse sound effects. I was like, yeah. She said, that's how he was paralyzed. He fell off a horse. I was like, oh my fuck, I didn't even realize that. So yeah, if you pay attention in the background, you have literally horse galloping as the snare line. There's no actual snare in this song. It's a horse hoof. And then obviously we got the horse sound effect before the song breaks in. And we got Eminem saying, everybody on the dance floor. You too, Chris. Christopher Reeves was wheelchair bound and couldn't stand up. I'll admit, I really didn't like the song the first time I listened to it. I was just like, oh, okay, it's a conceptual album. We'll let it play out. And it's just so wacky, and it's like that style of Eminem that's like almost too much for me. But fuck me if it's not catchy.
Well, it's Friday night, no date for the prom. Just got caught jacking off by your mom. Suspended from school for setting off the alarm. Kim Jong keeps screaming they gon' drop the bomb. But anyway, every day is the same old shit. Room looking like a tornado hit it. Try to explain your parents, they don't get it. Time to hit you with a fungato rhythm, let it roll. If you're ready, we gon' start the show. Everybody in the world, all across the globe, you can feel it in your head down to your toes. Dancing to your wheelchair bound, here we go. Yeah, horseback, little do-si-do. Little bit of soul mixed with some rodeo. Everybody in the world's gonna laugh to this shit. I'll probably end up crippled after this. Come on. Your hands and stomp your feet.
Yeah, and this chorus. The chorus is the part that's like, why is it so catchy? I don't understand. So yeah, you can tell immediately that this is an older sounding Eminem. Even with some of the other songs that we have on this album where he's trying to sound like his old self, there's very clearly a difference between his actual old self and him trying to sound like his old self, or the AI that he is using. And yes, he is using AI throughout this album. And what I mean by that is he's actually rapping the song and then he puts his voice through an AI generator that makes him sound like the younger Slim. I've used an AI generator in a video that I've done that had Eminem on it. I put one of my own songs in there and it sounded like younger Eminem. It was kind of weird. But anyway, all that to say, this is not AI. This is old Slim Shady right here. Actually old Slim Shady. It's the song that got thrown off the album. And you can really tell because he's kind of rapping through his top lip and like the bottom of his nose. It's hard to explain. Just got caught jacking off by your mom. But that is how he sounded during that era. And you can really tell that this is vintage Slim Shady because there are a few lines where modern day Marshall had to go in and fix some stuff. For example, in the line, let it roll, if you ready, we gonna start the show. Current day Marshall is the one that says let it roll, and then the rest of it is Slim Shady. And then there's two more lines where he says dancing to your wheelchair bound. Here we go, yeah, horseback, little do-si-do. Both of those lines are current day Marshall. You know, obviously the wheelchair bar and the horseback bar are making fun of Christopher Reeves getting paralyzed by throwing off a horse. Then ends it by saying everybody in the world's gonna laugh at this. I'm probably gonna end up crippled after this, which is kind of wild because the last movie that Christopher Reeves was an actor in, he played a paraplegic before he got paralyzed. And he's talked about that in certain interviews, like it was almost like a foreshadowing. So this could be him kind of talking about that too. But yeah, let's go to this chorus right here. That's just so messed up, man.
It is, come on. Your hands and stomp your feet. Everybody join together. Can you feel the funky beat? Everywhere you
the horse
see
galloping,
laughing and dancing in the street. On the count of 3, everybody do the Christopher Reeves. 1, 2, 3, follow me.
So so jacked up, and then you can hear the sound effect of him falling off the horse right there. But everything in that chorus, the dance, the 1, 2, 3, follow me, clap your hands, stop your feet, like Christopher Reeves can't do any of that. This needs less of a breakdown, honestly, but we're doing it.
Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, slip, fell, landing in a garbage can. Shit, hell, damn it, I can hardly stand, but I get it cracking like no one in the party can. Give me a beat, I'll show you all a brand new dance. All I need is a stretcher and an ambulance. Now stand back, kids, don't try this at home. It's a brand new
Jesus Christ, man. So the brand new dance is Christopher Reeves falling off the horse. The movements that he's making is the dance that the song is talking about. Started off by saying Superman slipped, fell down, landed in a garbage can. Then Slim says he can hardly stand. He's about to get it cracking like no one can. Christopher Reeves cracked his neck. He literally broke his neck and part of his vertebrae. That's the crack that he's talking about. And also saying like, I can hardly stand it, but he literally can't stand. So jacked up. And then obviously him reenacting the sound effects and the onomatopoeias of the sound of him falling off the horse. 2004 Slim was different.
Kids, don't try this at home. It's a brand new phrase and it's sweeping the nation. Anything else is a cheap imitation. Just make sure that you videotape it. You can only do it once, but the people go ape shit. It's a crowd favorite, a party pleaser. It's better than the shake of the grandma seizure. So next time that you see grandma tease her and roll up with a fresh set of wheels all greased up.
Oh my god, dude.
Everybody
it's a party pleaser. You can only do it once, so make sure you videotape it because you end up paralyzed if you do the dance. It says it's better than the shake of the grand mal seizure, which is the type of seizure that causes all the contortions and the violent shaking. But then says if you want to flex on your grandma, roll up with some new wheels greased up and have a better wheelchair than her. But I will say the smooth flow of this is great. I love when he raps this kind of cadence. This is effortless. Has fun with it.
With a fresh set of wheels all greased up. Your hands and stomp your feet. Everybody join together. Can you feel the funky beat? Everywhere you see people laughing and dancing in the street. On the count of 3, everybody do the Christopher Reeves. 1, 2, 3, follow me. If your arms, legs, feet, and your hands are numb, you've fallen and you can't get up. It's a brand new dance. This is my Chris anthem. I'm giving Chris Reeves his chrysanthemums. I'ma have everybody.
Okay, so that was actually modern day Marshall right there. And it goes along with the theory of the album where Slim Shady is trying to get Marshall to do all this stuff and the cancellation going back and forth. He's drugged in this because in the song before this, Trouble, or the skit before this, I don't want to call it a song, he was literally force-fed some kind of drink or some kind of poison. And even in the song before that, Habits, he was given a pill. So his sobriety is all over the place. But current day Marshall is saying, like, if your arms, feet, and hands are numb and you're falling and can't get up, then you've done the brand new dance. Congratulations. But we do have the homophone with Chris Anthem and then Chris Anthem Mums. And Chris Anthemums are flowers. The short name of them is mums. Have tons of mums all over the place. I didn't realize their actual scientific name was chrysanthemums. But a lot of people grab mums at funerals. So this is his Chris Anthem, and he's giving Chris his funeral flowers. It's his final send-off.
Chrysanthemums. I'ma have everybody jumping to this. Caitlyn Jenner in the front row pumping a fist with a simple little twist and a flick of the wrist, a little snap of the neck and a slip of the disc. You just pull up a chair and grab a seat and clap your hands and stomp your feet, or stomp your hands and clap your feet. Flop around till you're looking like a slab of meat. You put your left foot back, you're right in front. Tip your head back, let it touch your butt till you feel a little pop like, what the fuck, motherfuck, fuck a duck, what the fuck, I'm stuck. So
oh my god, dude. That little part where he says, motherfuck, fuck a duck, what the fuck, I'm stuck. That was a cool ass flow right there. But that's him describing him being paralyzed after his head touched his butt. Like, that's how it literally snaps your vertebrae if you do that. But we have another example of current day Marshall kind of interjecting into the song a little bit, because Caitlyn Jenner obviously wasn't Caitlyn Jenner back in 2004. And so that specific word right there is spliced in. I want to know what the original phrase was. I want to imagine it was something like Lois Lane in the front row pumping her fists. But Caitlyn Jenner makes more sense with this album because he talks about Caitlyn Jenner a lot and transgender stuff. Just staying on this cancellation tour. But yeah, here we got Slim telling people to do all these different things like stomp your hands and clap your feet, or clap your hands and stomp your feet, stuff that Chris can't do.
Like, what the fuck, motherfuck, fuck a duck, what the fuck, I'm stuck. So party people, are you with me? What's the deal? If you will, grab your chair up by the wheel. If you wanna feel just like the man of steel, windmilling on a million banana pills. Come on. Your hands and stomp your feet. Everybody join together. Can you feel the funky beat? Everywhere you see.
It just makes you want to dance. I don't get it.
In the street. On the count of 3, everybody do the Christopher Reeves. 1, 2, 3, follow me.
God, dude, the sound effect at the end of the chorus is messed up too. I want to check Spotify and see how many streams this has, because it's such a re-listenable song despite the content. But yeah, we got the line where he says, grab your chair up by the wheel, the wheelchair. Common phrase, to grab your chair up and come watch a spectacle happen. And if you want to feel like the Man of Steel is another name for Superman. Christopher Reeves played Superman. And then windmilling on a million banana pills is basically him saying you have no control over your limbs and you're flopping around. Kind of like Chris Reeves because he has no control over his limbs. I just feel fucked up explaining it. And the sound effects. Like I said, Slim back in the day was just different. A different kind of messed up.
Good morning, Eminem.
Oh, I forgot about this part.
Have informed me, Christopher Reeves here. You had better not talk behind my back, or I will kick your ass the minute I'm out of this chair. Watch yourself, Marshall. I'm watching you.
Oh man, okay. So that was making fun of his voice, obviously. That was more of like the Stephen Hawking voice. Chris didn't actually sound like that towards the end. He did have a tube and it was like a more stressed voice, but it sounded halfway normal. It almost sounded more like Robert Kennedy, less of Stephen Hawking. But at the end of this, we have the alarm clock that sets off, and this is Marshall waking up in the album, thinking that he was in a nightmare the entire time, and that's why this song existed. It's all in his nightmare. Yeah, I gotta check Spotify on this one. Okay, Brand New Dance has 13.5 million streams. So Toby and Houdini were singles. They don't really count. So without them, Brand New Dance is the third most streamed song on the album. Above Fuel somehow. And Fuel, I think, is the best song on the album. We'll get to that in a later video. Renaissance is the lead single, so obviously it's probably going to have one of the most streams. Habits has a very re-listenable chorus. And then we got Brand New Dance, which everybody's just streaming the shit out of. A Chris Reeves diss, 20 years after his death, is in the top 5 stream songs of this 19-song album. That is crazy. Also, I want to take the time right here to show you guys this too. I get a lot of comments sometimes of people telling me that I've missed stuff, and they're oftentimes quotes from Genius. Do not use Genius. Genius is a fan-made website. Anybody can go on there and write something about the lyrics, and if it gets enough upvotes, it gets passed through. For example, we got a line right here. Just got caught jacking off by your mom, and you can highlight it. It's like, oh, what's the meaning of this? This is a reference to when I jacked off next to your mom. So yeah, don't use Genius, okay? Sometimes it's good, but a lot of the times it's like Wikipedia. Like, it can be trustful, but a lot of the times anybody can just put something on there and make it believable. Do your own research. That's why I don't use Genius whenever I do breakdown videos or everything wrong with videos, everything great about videos. I look at news articles and things like that. But alright, that's it. That was Brand New Dance right there. I will see you tomorrow. But yeah, every day, brand new video. Check out the playlist. And this is my song, If My Heart Had Wings, if you guys want to check out my music. Love you guys. Peace out.
Seems like every now and then I try to pick myself up from these lows. But how can I expect to do that? I don't even feel like picking up my phone. I'm stuck somewhere between one and someone there all the time. But sometimes I don't have enough energy to even stay on the line.